Friday? Because they lose their mind. What do we do? Divide by 2. Yeah, these are tests for multiplication, right? So you're going to divide both sides by 2 to knock that guy out. How do you read this correctly? So close. You missed one little word. Log base 4. Good. And that's really helpful because when you have to, what do I have to do next? What do you got to do? It's not crossing it out, but
aren't you bringing it somewhere else?
yeah, we're gonna convert it here, right? And since this is the base for a log, it's also the base for the exponential. Where's the base for an exponential go? It's the big number. Okay, so this guy is this guy, and then you flip-flop these two. These two get swapped around. So it gets raised to the 4th power, and it equals a minus 5. Okay? What's 4 to the 4th? What's 4 to the 4th give you?
16, I don't know.
There you go.
You think I'm supposed to do on the top of my head?
Yeah, of course you were. You know all these answers without a calculator. Come on.
I do know it on top of my head.
Alright, so how do I find my final answer?
Oh, when can I take that test?
Literally in the middle of warm-up.
Oh, I apologize.
Yep, that's perfect. Thanks for hearing.
Don't you want A by itself?
Yeah, so what do I gotta do?
A.
You're right. Beautiful. So what does A equal?
261.
Perfect. Okay? Not too bad? So you've got to get the logarithm all by itself. How about this guy? So the 6 is the base number in this guy, so it's being raised to an exponent. How do I get the 6 to the 10n all by itself? Divide the 4. We're good. So those guys will knock out. I'll have 6 to the 10n equals 16. And then what do I have to do? Convert it to a logarithm. So if this is the base for the exponent, it'll be log base 6, and then you switch these two around. Of 16 equals 10n. So this part you can't do without a calculator unless it's a really nice one. So we use the change of base formula, and you're going to practice it so many times today that you're going to get really, 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 really good at it. All you got to do is split this up into 2 logarithms. Take a wild guess which one goes in the denominator of these two. Does it make sense? That one's kind of lower, right? So it just stays lower? A little bit? It's called the change of base formula. Because you're changing the base from a 6 to, in this case, what is it when there's nothing there? A 10. And that, you have a log button on that TI calculator on the left-hand side. So you can just hit log 16, make sure that you close your parentheses. That will affect it. Divided by log 6. And you should get some disgusting
No,
decimal.
I didn't do that.
1.54?
No, 1.55.
1.55, thanks for rounding it, I appreciate that. And then what do I do to get my final answer?
Divide the 10.
Divide by the 10.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep, you're good. So what does n equal?
0.155.
Not too bad? Kind of okay, sort of alright? Want to look at the word problem?
No.
If I know you mean yes, Miss Holly, please, let's do the word problem. I love word problems, they're my favorite. No? Okay. Alright. How long will it take a population of 12 species that doubles every hour to reach 3,072 species? Alright, think exponential equation. I think you got it. You stretchy, put your hand up. Stretching. What would x stand for and what would y stand for in this problem?
X would be
Like, what does it stand for? What is x?
species. Oh, right. Hours.
What are the two things we're comparing? We're comparing species with... Yeah, so we've got population of the species, and what are we comparing it to? Yeah, hours. Right? It says how long. That means time, right? Right? So which one is going to be x, time or population?
Hours.
The hours, yeah. So this is the number of hours. So this guy is the population. Does that make sense? And we did these. You guys know these. It's these. What does A stand for? What does A stand for? No. The 12, the initial amount. Remember doing that? The initial amount is 12. How much is it increasing by each time? Doubling, so 2. So the normal equation would be this, right? That's the function. That's the function of it. But what are they asking you about?
How long would it take to reach 3,076?
Exactly. How long would it take to reach? So are you looking for x or y? You want to know how long. You're looking for x, which means that this number goes where?
Right at the top. Oh.
Right? If you got to find what x is, then they gave you y. Does that make sense? You want your answer to say x equals something. Can you solve it? What do you do? Divide by 12? What do you get? You end up getting a really nice answer for this problem, by the way. 256. So 256 equals 2 to the x. How do I figure out what x is? Go ahead, Z. Log base 2 of 256 equals x. Thank you for saying that correctly. That is beautiful. And then how do you do this? Yeah, how do I put it in a calculator? So this is where you break this into 2 logs. You do log of 256 divided by log of 2. And it should give you a beautiful nice answer of, I heard you say it, 8.
Can we just leave guess and check, or do we have to do that?
You need to do that because you don't want to guess and check. Most of them are going to be gross, disgusting decimals. Okay? So how would you write your answer to this?
It would take 8 hours for population. That would take 8 hours?
Yep.
8 hours for the population to reach 3,000.
Cool? Not too bad?